All right, we're still looking at ways to use up zucchini. So here we go. Alrighty, so welcome to Harvest Moon Farm. If this is your first time to my channel, my name is Mickey. If this is not your first time, welcome back. So today we are going to make a recipe for zucchini cakes. It's by Drummond. And so this will be one of the sides to go with our dinner. We've got some pork chops. We're going to do the zucchini bites. And I have a few carrots that I pulled up yesterday. They're small, but I needed to get them up from the space that they were in. So we're going to go ahead and start with our zucchini. All right, so I'm going to wash this off. All the other recipes I've used, I've peeled the zucchini. This recipe, you do not need to peel it. But we are going to go ahead and cut both of the ends off. And then we're going to use the large hole side of our box grater. Oh my gosh. I'm not sure what's going on here, but this piece is popped off. Okay, doesn't matter. We're going to go ahead and grate this up. Actually, there are some big seeds in this, so we're going to go ahead and cut this down the middle, and we're going to dig our seeds out. And you can cut them again and just slice them out, or you can use, maybe that's what I'll do, you can use a melon baller to get the rest of the seedy part out like this. We want to get rid of that, or most of it anyway. It doesn't have to be perfect. I just don't want those gigantic seeds in our final product. And then we'll put these, well, probably give these to the chickens. All right, so there's that piece. We'll go ahead and finish grating this end up, and then I'll see what the seeds look like in that smaller end, and if we need to get rid of those as well. So at least in our area, it seems like the really terrible heat wave is over, thank goodness. I mean, it is supposed to warm up again this week, up into the upper 90s, but we're not supposed to have horrible triple-digit heat indexes. In fact, this morning, I went outside to take some trash out, and it was only 60 degrees, and it was amazing. I am looking forward to when every day starts with 60 degrees. And when it doesn't get hotter than 78 or 80. I mean, I know summer's not over yet, and I don't really want it to be over completely, but whoa, I am looking forward to some little bit cooler temperatures, and I'm sure everyone else is as well. All right, let me see here. So this is okay. Go ahead and just grate it up. And the recipe doesn't really give you any indication of size. It just says one large zucchini. So because I'm trying to find other ways to use these up, I have the biggest one that I had left. And the heat pretty much did my zucchini plants in. Zucchini, cucumbers, pretty much everything. I think I have left, other than what's in my little raised beds. My tomatoes are still okay mostly, and I need to get my celery harvested. It didn't get as big as I would have liked, like everything in my garden, but I think it'll still be good for using in dishes. So go ahead and get that harvested this week sometime. There we've got our shredded zucchini. Go ahead and put this in our bowl to go to the chickens. If I can get a hold of it. Throwing zucchini on the floor. All right, I'm not going to clean it up until I'm done because I'm sure I'll spill something else. Okay. Da-da-da. Okay, so now what we want to do is squeeze this inside of a towel to get as much of the moisture out as we possibly can. So I've just got a tea towel here. Gonna dump this all out. And we are just going to squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Oops, maybe. We just want our zucchini to be as dry as we can get it. You could also use a paper towel if you wanted instead of a tea towel. And I just washed all my towels today, so now this one needs to be washed because now it's green. Probably white wasn't the best choice for this. Okay, to this we're going to add a tablespoon of minced garlic. So I'm going to add just one of my little pucks. I'm going to let it start warming up a little bit so that I can stir it in. I might actually put it in a bowl in the microwave. Okay, so I'm going to take my zucchini, or not my zucchini, my garlic, and I'm going to put it in with my zucchini. And then we need 3/4 of a cup of breadcrumbs. I'm just going to use all of this. It's about 3/4, close enough. And a 1/2 cup of grated Parmesan. I don't have any grated Parmesan, I have some shredded. That is not 1/2 cup though. So, I've got a wedge of Parmesan here, and I will, let's see, I'm going to go ahead and just shred some more of this over the bowl, and then I'll finish shredding it later. But for now, I just need enough to finish out our what did we need? 1/2 cup. Uh-oh. That's not supposed to happen. All right, well, I guess I'll keep using this because I put my box shredder in dirty water in my sink, so I don't want to use that. We'll do a little more. We've got quite a bit of zucchini here. Okay. That's probably good. And now we're going to add 2 eggs and some salt and pepper. And if your eggs are small, you may want to add a third. Mine are large or a little bit bigger than a normal large egg, so I will go ahead and just use 2 and we'll see how it works out. I got peppers. I'm just going to add some pepper. And we will add about a teaspoon of salt. All right, so I'm going to heat up a little bit of olive oil. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to go ahead and brown my pork chops on each side, and then I'm going to put them in the oven to finish cooking. Let's see. All right, I'm going to put, oh no I'm not, that's empty, or almost empty. So, let's see. I'm going to do some chipotle and roasted garlic. While that is browning up, we're going to go ahead and stir together our zucchini, cheese, breadcrumbs. We're going to stir all of that together, hopefully without making a huge mess. I think we're going to need another egg in here because this was a lot. Alright, let's check these pork chops. I'm going to let those cook on that side for another minute or so that they get nice and toasty brown. Go ahead and flip these over. Okay, so we put these on this little pan here. Oh, perfect timing. Maybe if I can get a hold of this pork chop. Alrighty, so I am going to put some oil in my pan before it gets way too hot. Whoa! We want to put about a 1/4 inch or so of oil in our pot or in our skillet. And then we want to let that get nice and hot. I'm going to take our pork chops and I'm going to put those in the oven. I've got it preheated to 400 degrees. Let's see. Alrighty. So I'm just going to take a spoon of this zucchini mixture, about like that, and I'm just going to put it in the oil and just kind of flatten it down a little bit. Alright, so I've got a double layer of paper towel I'm going to put onto my plate. And when these come out, I'm going to set them on that plate so that the excess oil can drain a little bit. Ooh, that one looks delicious. Alright, so just have these few carrots. I'm just going to scrub these down a little bit. Got the last of these zucchini mixtures in here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put some butter in my other skillet here. And we're going to let it start melting. So while those were cooking and my butter is starting to melt, I washed all those carrots and just cut them in smaller pieces. I did not peel them because they're brand new baby carrots out of the garden. So I'm going to let these cook just for a minute in the butter. Right, and to our carrots, I'm just going to add some honey. I'm not measuring, I'm just kind of eyeballing it. And I'm going to go ahead and add a garlic puck. And I think these are done. I'm going to go ahead and get these out of my pan and onto my little platter here. And then I'm going to swap areas on my stove with these. Just going to move this oil back here. Alright, so while the carrots cook and while the pork chops finish baking, I'm going to go ahead and just load up my dishwasher so that I've got a little bit of space to work with in my kitchen. Alrighty, so here is my tray of my little zucchini bites. I am going to put one of them on my plate and go ahead and give it a taste. My husband's not home yet. I don't know how much longer he's going to be, but I want to taste one of these while they're hot. Ooh, steamy. These are good. They could use a little more salt. But I couldn't taste it once I mixed it together because it had raw egg in it. Is that the one? Yeah. Alright, let's try this. I probably could have even put a little more cheese in this, but ooh, they are good. I'm sure the fact that it's loaded with breadcrumbs and cheese and fried kind of takes away the healthy aspect of the zucchini, but that's okay. These are really good. Alright, so the carrots are almost done. I just turned the heat off and I'm just going to let them continue to kind of steam in that butter and honey mixture. They smell really good with that garlic in there. Pork chops are almost done, so when my husband gets home and is ready, we'll be able to go ahead and sit down and eat. So I will link the recipe for this the zucchini cakes, or zucchini, I think they were called zucchini cakes, or whatever these were called. I'll go ahead and link that down in the description box. So I hope you guys, if you have a glut of zucchini, I hope you give these a try, because they are well worth the mess they kind of make on your stove. But they're really good. So thank you guys for hanging out and watching me try this new recipe, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks.